Ask for the truth on behalf of Michelle Turner-Judd concerning career issues. Well, she got a good paid job soon. She's been laid off since August. What's going on here? We ask for guidance and insight. In the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth, always. And we cut the deck like so, move the cards just to the side here. I'll deal out 3 cards for you. Each possession in a 3-card spread, of course, has its own meaning in that spread. As you say, the possession. So the first possession and the first card and the first possession we lay here, that's in the possession of the recent past. This is a period of time between now and this time last month, about a moon phase ago. About 28 days, you could call it a month. The next card we deal is in the possession of your present, so we could call that to the present influence, and then the immediate future influence we place just here, closest to you there, and that talks about a period of time between now and this time next month or thereabouts. So let's investigate further what's been going on. I suppose you can establish the situation, can't you? Really, to find out what's been happening. So let's pull out the first card here. We'll just pull it out nice and slowly, not to disturb its energy. And then we bring it round here slowly and just rotate it, just flip it nice and slowly there, just out of respect for spirit, nice and steady, not to disturb the energy. And then we reveal there, if you can see there, you've got the mystic circle. It's rather I suppose an unearthly energy, isn't it? But nevertheless earthly at the same time, in the sense of it focuses on your abilities. I suppose skills, isn't it, and things like that. And I often relate it to the 3 of coins, 3 of discs, and the tarot deck, the Lord of Works. I get this sort of sense with you, of course, with your question being about relationships, correction, about your career. If you're going to get a job and whatever, you were laid off since then. It appears as though you haven't been wasting your time over the past month or so. You haven't been just sitting around. You have been doing something, either about trying to get another job or training yourself up or keeping your skills maintained in some way, whatever skills they are that you've got. And of course they've been enhanced literally in that sense. You've probably, it hasn't done you any harm, let's put it that way. So although there hasn't been anything like paid work or anything, nevertheless it's offered up some form of some sort of, not satisfaction, but certainly you could say the cup is half full, couldn't you? For as much as I suppose it can get you down a bit when you look at the empty part at the top. But notice here the next card that we draw, the energy of the spider. The spider, of course, is more about attention to detail, isn't it? Spider Brothers, Spider Brothers, Spider Sister, she is connected to creativity, and in this particular case, Spirit is saying just pay attention to detail. Surrounded by a lot of darkness right now, nevertheless, but you're spinning a web in the sense of, think of it as the web that's you're spinning. It seems he's advising you to spin a web in the sense of lay a trap for them. No point in going out to try and get anything if that will come to you if you can catch it in some way. Lay a trap for it so you can catch it as it comes your way. I suppose the first thing that comes to mind is like advertising. You advertise yourself, put something in the window of a shop or whatever it is, and somebody sees it, and that can pull them in, or anything like that. I'd hate to think you were resorting to knocking on people's doors if they're wanting the windows cleaned, but nevertheless, it's that sort of thing where it seems just to imply attention to detail. A meticulous and patient approach is needed really here. Paying attention to detail, yet at the same time just try and be patient, wait until the web is struck, as you would say. But nevertheless, it offers up that chance for planning and theorising and calculating things. Nevertheless, with your abilities that have been enhanced just recently, notice there the runic energies there, no doubt vibrating just recently, moving forward into maybe it's not always idle, is it, to lay a trap and wait. It means you can be preoccupied doing something else whilst you're waiting, because you certainly haven't just been sitting around. Anyway, let's see what the immediate future holds, though. Between now and this time next month, isn't it? About the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, something like that. We'll just bring that card round there. We'll flip it nice and slowly, not to disturb its energy, and notice here you've got the energy of the chalice, the womb of the goddess, I suppose you could call it, couldn't you? From the treasury there. That's another jewel from the treasury. Just really indicating really about fulfilment, focusing on the fact that there is fulfilment and rejuvenation to come in the next month or so. It looks as though there is something there. I'd hate to build your hope. I'd hate to build your hopes up, but certainly the energy's there vibrating with some form of fulfilment, although nevertheless still surrounded by darkness, still surrounded by uncertainty, as it always is. The mystic circle there, even your abilities were surrounded by some form of darkness, because would they be applicable? A bit like preserving meat in salt and then washing the salt away after. That's the sort of way of you gain all that knowledge and then you have to wash it away because it's no good for you. You got to learn something new, and maybe that's what's going on here. But it looks like next month maybe, which I suppose would tally in to some degree if it's the 12th of March or you would think more the 12th of April. I wanted to see what's going on around about April time. I just want to pull out another card just to see what vibrates there. Oh, true love and fidelity there. Relationships. Now I mentioned relationships by accident earlier on, didn't I? But it looks as though somebody somebody that I've got a sense as though if it's your partner or an ex or whoever it is, somebody's going to have a hand in this and show that they are true to you, and they may in some way be helping you out in whatever it is, either putting a good word in for you or even going into partnership with you. I don't know. Why would I think that? Strange that, isn't it? I think for now, for you, these cards have spoken.